Hello everybody! Hello, I'm back! I am back. I'm so excited to finally not be sick and... Yes! Hello! Chili, Ada, Gamer, Thrilla, Alwyn, Gremling. Who else have we got here? Boone, Buck, Gremlin, and who else? Anyone else? Did I miss anyone? Did I get everyone? Did I say hi to everybody? Lucha, Wimpy, hello. Yes, I am feeling much better. I don't know what I had. I don't know if it was just like a stomach bug or something, but I just was feeling under the weather and it's just bleh. But I'm feeling so much better. Child germs, yes. Whatever it was, we can always blame it on them. But yes, so we are back finally. Or exhaustion, could be too. I do have a problem with sleep. Me and sleep don't really mix very well. Unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure where we left off, we still had the MSQ to do in Charlian. So I'm pretty sure that's where we're picking up, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Let's see. Hitting the books, wherever that is. Speaker Cryo, outside, no Menon. So, yay! And I've looked it up, it looks like we've got about 9 quests for this. So time depending, we may be able to get to the dungeon tonight, but if it's getting a little late, I may lean more towards doing the dungeon first thing next stream. I'm leaning more towards that just so I don't feel like I need to rush too much through MSQ. Plus I think it might be fun to start off next stream right off the bat with the dungeon. I think that might be kind of fun. But that being said, how was everybody's weekend? I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Other than me being sick, we spent the most of the weekend with my kids, Nana, so she actually left to go back home today. So, yeah. Alice, how are you? How's it going? God, I love this place. It's so pretty. Feel like you miss Monday somehow. Hey, I feel that. I mean, days to me just kind of seem to blur after a certain point, so... I guess I'll teleport to the Studium? Let's see, Ethernet, the Studium, let's try there. The music here is good. It is so good. Of all the days to lose track of, that one seems best. Agreed. Can't argue with that. I see Cryo's outfit. Alrighty. That being said, shall we, without further ado, continue MSQ?
Do it!
Thank you, gamer. Her little yellow hood. Yes, indeed. Alrighty. This was your home point until Dawn Trail came out. I set this to my return. I did. I set it to my return because I was like, okay, I can get these Immortal Flames Aetheryte tickets to so I can just travel back to Ul'dah when I need to. So, because this is so pretty. Oh, yes. Lily. Let me reply. Asking about the house, the FC house that I had placed a bid on, and we did not win. Big surprise. I just don't have good luck. But I always want Chile to canonically be from here, but it's the one place the story explicitly says you're not from. Hopefully close to 30 days, and I can help bid. Yes, that would be amazing. Okay, let's continue MSQ without further ado. My directions were easy to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors to Numenon, Charlene's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Google Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Charleon is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. So you did boys trip first? I did, Wimpy. We went to, was it Thavnir? Is that right? Thavnir? I don't know if it's Thavnir or Thavnir. But wherever that one is. And it like, I assumed it would send us back here anyway, so I figured that was, like, probably a good way to start things off. Ether sickness sequence had me laughing so hard. It's pretty funny. Like, I was not expecting to be, like, literally dismounted when I'd get, like, sick with my ether sickness. Someone needed to slip the warrior flights from Dramamine. Yes. I've dispatched Y'shtola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alize and Alphina will help me continue my research through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. Great. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlean history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they've found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Yay, reading! Because I don't get enough of that. Boone, can't for the life of me know how I was making it. I mean, I've accepted randomness, and this is the story of Charlotte. Okay, the story of Charlotte. Read the book. I guess so. Long, long ago, on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rogadan man by the name of Nyunkrumpf. Sure. So as a non-Charlean, we're limited to children's books. No! Nyunkrumpf was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. Okay? So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, And, to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Njunkremp's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. You saw that boat in Girabanya? Really? I don't remember. I don't remember it. It's caught in the mountains? Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and, like, look. Oh, Grats Gremlin? Lise went to look at it when she was feeling sad when they lost the Castron fight. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. That's awesome. With only moments to spare, Njunkremp wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop Alabathia's spine. Okay. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Now I remember, okay. Saddened by the sight, Njunkremp gathered to him, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I hope I am. Saddened by the sight, Njunkremp gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers, and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time, it became the city of Sharlayan we live in to this day. Interesting. Okay. Title Spine reads, Roads of the Old, the Colony. Okay. Many years ago, on the banks of the Thaliak, in the Dravanian hinterlands, a Sharlayan colony once thrived. This settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. Okay. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Sharlayans. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Sharlayan colony. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Sharlayan, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. The motherland. In response, some Sharlayan inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name. Idleshire. Oh my god. This is actually really cool. The following chapters go on to introduce most prominent features of Idleshire. This book does not appear to contain any additional information on the forum or cover the history of Sharlayan motherland in greater detail. I want to know more, though. I want to know more. Oh, there's a lookout. Lookout. Yay! Whoa, that's cool. It's trippy. It's cool, but trippy. Wow. It's like never ending. Holy crap. Where like be like books. So much game lore. Yeah, I was not expecting, like, the tie-in I think is so awesome that they've done that. It's like, I kind of want to know more. Alrighty. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, Archon Nunkremph, founder of Sharlayan, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the northern Empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. Okay. Gremlin, thanks for the resub! Your cat says hi. Hi, kitty! Hi, kitty! Thanks for the resub, appreciate you. 3 months, that's awesome. You rock. The Sharlayans took to heart the words of their savior and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Okay. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth in coin. And the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Sharlayan would live by their founders' teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war and, with knowledge, deliver the world. Interesting. Okay. Pixel! Hello, hello! How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome, welcome. How is it going? What were you getting up to tonight? We're just getting into, I guess this, I don't know how you phrase it, the second segment of the MSQ for Endwalker, or whatever. We did the one from, Thavnair. And now we're starting on the 9 that are in Sharlayan, so yay! Doing well. We were doing Dawntra MSQ tonight, still in the early stages of the... Gotcha! Well, I'm in the early stages of Endwalker, so just, what, one expansion behind you? Pixel was trying to look at Hrothgar fur. And welcome in, Jules. Welcome in. Oh, thanks for the follow, cool girl. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Me and I was doing investigation at scientific questions. Well, we have some Hrothgars here. I'm sure any questions you may have, they can answer. I know nothing really about Hrothgar, so I've never had a Hrothgar myself. Naka, yes, Naka probably could answer. Naka's ears perked up. Hrothgar? Someone say Hrothgar? I couldn't tell from the graphics if they had fur all over or just in certain places. So I went through the Dawn Show trailer, but the close-up and these super high fur oh, gotcha. That is not a question I probably would have thought about, but now that you mention it, that is actually a good question. The in-game graphics were confusing, needed to know the truth. Well, did you get your answer? I mean, I'm sure Naka could probably confirm or deny. Picked up a copy of Play for Author to find out. Nice. Nice. For science, yes. People need to know if it's like sleep with oh my god. Oh gosh. It's fur all over, just some patches are longer. Oh goodness. Well, now you know. The more you know. Well, at least now we all know what we'd be getting into. And knowing is half the battle. Oh, goody. It's over. Oh, goodness. Well, I was not expecting the conversation to go this route. Do rockers have cat tongues though? Like sandpaper? I have no clue, Chili. That I don't know. So was Pixel getting a restraining order placed against him? Oh goodness. Here ADHD kicking into height. 100%. Oh goodness. See, I would assume Makote would, because they're cat-like, but I mean, I could be wrong. It's like getting to the center of a Tootsie Pop. The world may never know how many licks it takes. Oh, goodness. Why did we go down this route? Oh, goodness. Never going to get into a new touch of the street. True, Boone, true. Lions is big cats do. The rest we talk, I'm pretty sure tigers definitely do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure tigers do. Science. Is that guy myself into 14? Just keep our damage points for the game. Oh goodness. Well, at least I got a good laugh. Oh jeez, my cheeks hurt. It's decent hours, it's fine. Hey, you know what? We come here for a good time, so... Oh, goodness. Okay, well, with that being said... It's just a small sample of Malmung can offer you. Okay, note to self. Alright, well... Sorry for instigating DJ artists. Blame Jules defaming my good name. No, hey, I'm laughing. I think we're all laughing here. I'm okay with it. But anywho, I'm going to try and continue this quest. I literally have to just read one more book. So with that said, the title on the spine reads Forever 20 Summers. Now I'm thinking about is cat tongues and fur and yes. Okay then. My beloved seekers of knowledge. Well, we have many seekers of knowledge here. Have you ever put learning before your health and neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? Yes, I have. I feel very called out right now. I too once engaged in such foolish practices, but one night, engrossed in philosophical study, I had an epiphany. Seekers of cursed knowledge, but knowledge nonetheless. They just said seekers of knowledge. They didn't say what kind of knowledge. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very few years of life in which to achieve our goals. This is true. This is true. Thus do I share with you this mantra. I am forever 20 summers young. The number itself is unimportant. You could be 19 or 23 or 40. Whatever age you are when you discover this manual, let that be the age you aspire to remain. Okay. Though mindful, healthy living, you will extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research, another day, another moon, another summer to grasp the greater truths you pursue. In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets of maintaining one's physical condition from a biological, a theological, and arcane viewpoint. Okay. This book is on the wrong subject. Search for works which contain details on the form or mention the history of Charlian. Okay, well, how was I to know? Alright, hopefully it's this one. An Introduction to the Heavens. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dome above us to be a finite space. Yet, amongst the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. I heard, have you ever looked at the skies, but it's... the sky is nice. Oh, goodness. Alas, this heavenly sea remains an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few indeed who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was the technologists of Alag who came closest to understanding the laws which govern that starry abyss. It was they who launched Delamud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field of study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past, that their positions continue to shift almost imperceptibly but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart, and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? This book is on the wrong subject, you don't say. Search for works which contain details on the form. Yes, we know. Okay. Okay, Leatherbound Tome. The Voice of a Growing City. In the years which followed the founding of Charlian, I'm going to assume this is on the right topic. Civic policy and other matters of import were decided at the Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Charlian would transition to a new form of governance. Listen, a random voice. If it's sparkly, I'm looking at it. True. Like, pretty much, exactly. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members. Why 99? That's what I want to know. Why not 100? Why not 98? citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of nationwide vote. Thus was the forum as we know it today conceived and created. Never a time. Ah, gotcha. Well, wouldn't there be like a head person? Like in the U.S., the VP would be a tiebreaker in the case of a tie in the Senate or whatever, or Congress. So, like, why not a similar situation here? I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. I'm gonna shut up. Wait, what are we voting on? I was asking. I vote for whatever makes it tied. You have gained a fundamental understanding of Charlian history and the foundation of the forum. Head outside to the rendezvous point and await your companions. You got it. Boils down to why not, I suppose. True. Why is my nose itchy? Oh, I was in there for quite a while. It's nighttime now. Forums in session. Where's the Cheetos? Oh man, why'd you have to say Cheetos, Lucha? Now I want Cheetos. Damn it. Sorry, were you waiting long? Nah, not really. I wanted to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphano and Cryo should also be along shortly. That was crazy. I didn't know that was a thing, and I don't know, like, what kind of ramen flavor, though? That's the question. Because there's different ramen flavors. Like, what ramen flavor? There's chicken, there's, like, beef, like, tastes like chicken ramen? Okay. I don't know, that's weird, though.
Focus on the task at hand.
Thank you, Lucha, thank you. Just the noodles, no flavor, no seasoning? Bleh. Yes, agreed. Bleh. I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphano and Cryo should also be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mention the final days specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share our discoveries as we make them. Tangentially. Got it. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate. Plenty of comfortable places to read and a ready supply of hot tea. Tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. As long as there's no mosquitoes, I don't mind. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphano and I were to return to Charlian, we would not be allowed across the threshold. Man, screw their father. I'm gonna punch him. Angers me. A harsh measure indeed. Harsh is an understatement, in my opinion. I hope that our efforts to understand his position, and that of the Forum, will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We can only hope. We'll mend this rift one day. I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family? Or do they not live here in the city? Oh. Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlian, yes, but I was born rather further away. Okay. In the southern reaches of Ilsebard, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos. Corvos, okay. The coastal region opposite the island of Thavnir. Okay. The Alligans founded a city in that fertile land, and, by ship, brought in the subjugated tribes of the Makote to serve as laborers. Oh! So slaves. Essentially. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. Nice bunch they were. Exactly. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of Allagan technology from being misused. Okay. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes, some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Aemonus, I think. Locus Aemonus. Okay? When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. Okay. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Allagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allaganai no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last child born with the Allaganai, I was given over to the custody of friends in the students of Baldessian, who had me registered as a Charlian citizen. Ah, okay. I never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Lots of Garlean naming has Latin roots, if that helps guide pronunciation. Not really. But that's interesting to know. Lily, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Feels weird. I was gifted a sub a while back, forgot to follow and fix that. Oh, I appreciate that. And congrats on the gift sub. Congrats on the gift sub. Welcome in. We're in Endwalker, so hopefully none of this will be spoiler territory for you, but if it is, just a heads up. Ed, how are you? How are you? How's it going? Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louis Sois, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Charlians than you might think. I have finished Jontro. Okay, good to know. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn. And with sufficient wow. I keep being, like, put in my place, thinking I'm good with vocab, but then I get these fancy-ass words. Perspicacity. I think I said that right. And with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. I I love the ear twitches. Oh, it's so cute. The ear twitching. It's so cute. I wish I could twitch my own ears. This is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Ah, yes. Yeah, we're just kind of really getting into Endwalker MSQ, so I think the last stream we finished the Thavnir questline, so now we're starting into the Charlian questline. We haven't even gotten into the first dungeon yet, so yeah, but Charlian is gorgeous. And we can deal with that impending doom bit eventually. Yeah. In due time, in due time. What's a little impending doom? Excuse us while we try to make some headway into these books, Alinea. More company should be arriving any moment now. Again? Okay. So we gotta wait more. Okay. Ah, Crow and Alphino. We've returned with our selections. Sounds like Fallout 4, have to find my son. Ooh, a side quest. Ooh, a side quest. Ooh, a settlement needs my help. I have not played Fallout 4, but... or any of the Fallouts for that matter, so... But honestly, it seems very much a lot of, like... I don't know, I can't think of a game name in particular off the top of my head, but... I don't know, maybe other Final Fantasy games have been like that too, where it's like, okay, here's your main goal. Oh, but we gotta do all these other things and then come back to the goal. Although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Cryle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we will be looking into research papers on the Umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? Me? Okay. I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Armorot firsthand, and fear I may be overlooking critical details. Oh, okay, right. Got it. My thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew nigh? Complete destabilization of creation magics, okay. Primals of unrivaled power were summoned from the ether. Worst kind of phenomena you can imagine. Dom, how are you? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, raiders. How are you? Oh, you were playing League of Legends, it looks like. Interesting. What's good? We are getting into Endwalker, MSQ, in Charlian. We're on the Charlian questline, so yay! And now I'm getting a pop quest. Don't want to talk about it. Fair enough. I don't play any League of Legends, so I know of it, but I don't play it. But how are you? How have you been? 14 was a much better time. Sounds good. I would agree with that, but I'm a bit biased. I would say a complete destabilization of creation magics, if I remember correctly. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. Can it just picture 14 is my solo leveling? Ah, gotcha. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. Ah. 100% a must-watch anime if you haven't seen it. I have not seen it yet. I have heard good things. My hubby has been watching it, and he raves about it, so it's definitely one that, among other ones that I feel like I have to somehow set aside time to watch at some point, but there's not enough time in a day, let alone a week, for me to watch everything I want to watch and do everything I want to do, so, unfortunately, so it's like, I kind of have to pick and choose. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Yashola surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. Okay. Wait, what was that? No, go away. Ah. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? The entire star was engulfed by disaster all at once. They say it began with a keening sound from the land itself. Alvino, you can answer this one. They say it began with a keening sound. We'll go with that. That seems right. Ah, okay, good. Yay! Ah, yes. The Armoronites spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear the sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Oh, right, okay, that's right. Eventually, it resounded all across the star, and not even Armorot was spared. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive, and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of Nomenon's mammoths, and ask after any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? Heh. They knocked Alamud from the sky. They summoned Zodiark, they summoned Hydaelyn. Well, I mean, they summoned Zodiark. Yeah, they summoned Zodiark. That was what they wanted to do to rectify it. Yes, with Elidibus serving as his heart. So many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. Can you imagine that? Just Laos creation, all hell breaks loose? Yeah. Literally sounds like end of days. We do not know exactly how Zodiark brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Life sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiark, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones as absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Vana and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. Okay. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophoroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs. Is forcing people to summon primals a kind of catalyst? Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech? A convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash. Okay. But this is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return our attention to the forum, shall we? Yes, let's. We should keep an eye out for your Stola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. Okay? Jeez Louise, okay. The way that music just cut out, yeah. Yestola! I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced 1 or 2 possibly useful books. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Urianger learned of the source's reflections from the Guren oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed an apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. Okay. Itchy nose. 'Tis even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. Okay. It stands to reason, then, that my colleagues, be they archons or counselors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet, when you confronted Master Fortunal with knowledge of the Telophoroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us, which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Okay. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You were thinking of leaving, weren't you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Okay. You're still, like, laying down the rules, like, you were thinking of leaving? Nope. Get your ass to reading. You labor for what feels like an age as Yashtola's research assistant. Oh, goodness. Okay, well that wasn't too terrible, I guess. Oh dear, you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a man at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Okay. Talk to Alize. A seat at the last stand? Alize appears in desperate need of a study break. Ready for a tea break, Alenia? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables and I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. As long as it's better than the bread. Okay, to the last stand. Isn't there a, what do you call it? Teleport, etherate, that's it. Oh, I just noticed! Those are, wow, that's cool. I just noticed those, like, waterfall things, that's really cool. Last stand, what's close? Scholar's Harbor, that's close. I'm not gonna lie, I tried the bread. All you, Chili. You try that bread, you let me know how it is. That bread did not sound in the least bit tasty. Not to me, at least. Charlian loves their water features. I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. As busy as ever, I see. How very Charlian that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Talking about the Archon's bread? We are talking about the Archon's bread, Naka. That is, yes. Archon's loaf, yes, that is... Yep. Oh god. That's right, there's a recipe book, isn't there? Oh gosh. Not present? Oh god, I hope it's not present. God, that would be... Oh. As busy as ever to compete for customers. Okay, got it. And craft value. Reach the end? The end of what? Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Telophoroi. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Okay, Alize is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Yes, we know. Okay. If you should have Alize accompany you again, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. The story until new expansions. Oh, nice! Well, congrats! Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Great. Anonymous with the 10 gifted! Thank you for the 10 gifted! Bearded, Leo, King, Jules, Maple, Vincent, Nom, I love that name, that's Potato, love it, Draz, and Nano, congrats guys, congrats, thank you Anonymous for the 10 gifted. Confirmed while there are several bread recipes in the official cookbook, Archon loaf is decidedly not among their number. Oh, thank God. Yay! Just the equivalent of eating a wet brick, but I do just... I mean, if it was in there and I got that book, I would have to make it, and just for the same reason to say like, hey, you know what? I tried it. I can officially say either I do or do not like it. Pray excuse the interruption. Ironic. Pray excuse the interruption, but we were hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telophoroi and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Levior. My apologies, but I work in the offices of the Forum, and if word reached Master Fortunal that I was helping you. I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. Okay. Which way? This way. Speaking of, Alwyn, you having some bread yourself? Sit. I love that you can actually sit on these benches, or chairs. It's so cool. Hello. Got more crumble cookies? Oh, I'm so jealous. What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. guess grats, Jules. Dolce de leche cookies this week. Ooh, sounds delicious. You misunderstand, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew of the Tlophorai. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear, and... Wait, you're that House Levier girl, aren't you? And this woman with you is obviously a foreigner. I'd heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've naught to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Come, Alinea. Okay. Where to? Okay. Dickin. A complete jerk, yeah. Like, rude much? Welcome, madam. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Mistress Alizé I see there? My word, how long has it been? Charlian, home of the snootiest of snoots? Yeah, seriously. And also, like, okay, we're just going to believe everything we hear and just take it as gospel. Dickon Roy. Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of The Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion in between lessons at the studium. That seems like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately, there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? No. It's complicated. That's a bit of an understatement, but okay, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. And I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Can you call him Deacon? Because I'm just gonna go... Is it Deacon or is it Dickon? Am I mispronouncing it? I mean, I see D-I-C-K-O-N and am I mispronouncing it? Oh, I am saying it right, okay. Okay. Oh, goodness. Well, it is House Levier. No matter how discreet Master Fortunal may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Dickon? Mainly think that's because of a villain with that name in early Flynn Robin Hood film. Ah. Or Deacon. Deacon. I don't know. Dickon. Guy's parents apparently just didn't like him much. Yeah, and I guess there's no, changing your name here. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now, of all times? I think we all turned into a 12-year-old and beat that NPC. I would say so. I've just started, like, accepting names at this point, because I'm just like... Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing it, but if I am... just saying this guy owns the only restaurant in town. Right, I'm not gonna argue it. We have questions, and only Charlene has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this... apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. Tinsley! Hey, how are you? How's it going? Come to think of it, I recall this scene, and it's Basil Rathbone yelling his stooge's name's Dickon, and the guy fillings a spear that pierced the chair Robin is sitting on, barely gets out of the way. Can't think about how phallic it all is. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlotte, aren't you? Yes. Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. Yay! How am I doing? Doing good, Tinsley. Thanks for asking. We are picking up pretty much where we left off last stream and picking up Endwalker MSQ finally. So doing good, thank you. How are you? Do you find his name funny? Biggest. I find it humorous, yes, but I'm trying not to act like a 12-year-old. Although it is hard. Leodin, how are you? How's it going?
That's what she said.
I'd be kind of sus of the food if someone named Dickon was working there. Yeah, especially if someone named Dickon was, the chef. Oh, goodness. Okay. We're children. Oh, my lordy. Wimpy. Wow. Okay. Anywho, I'm going to continue on. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're setting down the food, and you might just get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? Yeah, moving on. Doing good. I'm doing good. Trying not to just laugh at the word Dickon, apparently. Oh god, no, not the big fat tacos. Oh lordy. That's the spirit. Pay attention now and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. Oh no. My ADHD brain is not going to be able to remember these properly. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge, okay? The omelet is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting at an outside table with a friend of hers, so tea by the water, I'm going to say that. Omelet for the Highlander. Behind them you should see a Makote. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Makote lobster. Okay. Got all that? Maybe. If you're not sure, just ask and I'll explain again. Good luck. Thank you. Okay. I gotta do this before I forget, because otherwise I will forget. So Gisla, Highlander, Gisla. Okay, so one at a time. Okay, so tea. Tea by the water. Tea by the water. Right? What? Same hair color must be related to Hancock Fitzgerald. Oh god. Customer service savage. I would make a terrible waitress, I swear. I've never done waitressing, and I admire waiters to no end, being able to remember, like, everything. Oh, my tea set. Lovely, thank you. Yay. The Tilafohu? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them or their final days. Retail Extreme. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the 6th Astral Era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Okay, and a linear for every order. I'm hoping not. Okay, so this one is the omelet, I believe. I think. Yeah, the Mikose is the lobster. That I remember. Ah, finally! 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in, no time to waste. What? The Tlaferoi? Ah, yes. I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. Okay. Oh, of course, Naka. Urbane banter with a smile. Oh goodness, I gotta sneeze. No. I gotta sneeze. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so let's see. See Ayumakote. Okay. Oven baked lobster, because there's Makote. Yeah, no sneeze. I was like holding it back. And having that feeling every day sucks. It's so annoying. Like, At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish. The final days? This is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. A what? You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of a sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlian. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who'll trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. By all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. Oh goodness. If these Tlaferoi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before. Not like this. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh. Stupid nose! No sneezing! Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. Dickon is empty on information. Boone, that is a really cute emote. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. But let's enjoy our drinks somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. Okay then. Oh, I see her. Yes, this should do nicely, out of the wind and out of sight. Okay?
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian?
Mm-hmm.
Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt.
Yeah, he was kind of an ass.
And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
Okay. I just noticed
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos. All the people
A vast complex beneath the island.
controlling the boats
Charlian is
looked
famous for
identical.
archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual?
Yes.
Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum.
Okay.
If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Interesting. Frost, hello, how are you? How's it going? Hello, hello. Okay, before we continue, let's take a short break. I need to use the little ladies' room, and then we will continue, so like 3 to 5 minutes, and then we will continue MSQ. So, you're going to love Labyrinthos. I'm looking forward to it. Like, so far, I've loved Charlian, so I can't imagine what Labyrinthos is gonna be like, so. Quick stretch and hydrate break, yes. But, anywho, quick break, get bathroom, get a snack, whatever you guys need to do, and then we will come back and continue MSQ. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Man?
Hold that thought.
Norexia! What the fuck?
No!
Conditions of surrender
Holy shit.
denied.
Really? Oh my god. Why the Follow Shore, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know why my voice just went, eh? Huh? It's 2 a.m. Yes, pockets. I know. What?
Oh, wow.
Just after that, I think my heart rate needs to come back down just a little bit. I wanted to understand you, to assimilate your strength. Savage Omega is also incredibly difficult. We will get there in time.
Come and play with us.
Holy shit, that was something out of a horror
Come from
film.
the castle.
Holy crap, that gave me chills.
Alize, my darling grandchildren, may light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
Doesn't sound like her. I'm questioning everything right now.
We are the word of the mother.
What?
We were once called Nymphilia.
Well, we found Nymphilia.
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet. Since I hearkened to her word.
Uh-huh.
Mother,
It's gonna happen. I'm actually very nervous now. I'm very nervous. What? No. No, 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 no. We're not losing them too. Biggs. He's... Besides, it was your black magic that saved the day. You know, you've got some major power for such a little guy. What's wrong? Are you peeved at me because I called you little? Hey, you're a great mage with great powers, alright? To hell with looks. It's what's inside that counts. Damn straight. Okay, that just broke me. Dang it. What is happening right now? No! Oh my...
No!
It just bit her head off! Make it as your name day. True. It is a scene I shall never forget. It was definitely unexpected. I'm glad they just happened to have a towel lying around. Gamer, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Gamer. Thank you so much. Okay. That's so cute. Okay, I gotta do that. There we go. Gotta love it. At least us ADHDers are usually never boring. At least we got that going for us. We can always find some entertainment, even if it's just with ourselves. Not in that manner, but you know what I'm saying. We find ways to have fun, and okay. Never mind. I'm going to shut up now because I'm just digging that ditch deeper.
And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine.
No, it isn't.
I
It
foresee
isn't.
Only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
It is!
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before.
God, that... Oh, God. That's even creepier. He's just staring. Whoa. Oh, my God. I could have done without the glazed wriggler sound. Frogs. Oh, you'll like those. Uh-huh. Chewy skewers. Ah, okay. And we are back. I got myself a little snack that I picked up from, I don't know how well it shows on the camera there, but it's a Japanese import of, it's supposed to be super spicy, but I don't know, maybe I'm just not, they're just not spicy to me, I don't know, but they're Japanese, like, Pringles-like by Lay's or something, I don't know. They're chips, they're delicious. But anywho, alrighty, let's continue. Alrighty. Thank you, gamer, thank you. Looks yum. Thank you. Yeah, it actually is pretty good. It actually is pretty good. It's got some heat to it, but it's not like excessively spicy. But anywho, let's continue. Shall we? A labyrinth descent. Okay. Alize is excited to share your revelations. Okay. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to Nomenon, and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his cups back. Can we stop calling him that, please? Odyssean Annex. This way. His name's Beavis. His name's Beavis. Oh, my brain just only thought of Beavis and Butthead. Great Warrior Blade Cornholio. Welcome back, Alinea. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats, but, as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and in cargo, it certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As Yastrola observed earlier, Nomenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Alinea and Alize learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet, my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. Okay. And now, the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Okay, fine idea. What should we expect down there? Oh yeah. Anything would be better than burying my head in another dusty book. I mean, true. What should we expect down there? Oh, I would hate to spoil the surprise. Of course. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Okay, so I guess anyone can go to Labyrinthos? Cool. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Follow Alice and try not to fall behind, okay? Off we go then. I even walk faster than her. It's pleasant amongst the trees. Really? Now we run. Try to keep up. Okay. I think I can keep up. You run, show run. I think it's... Yeah, I have to follow her, I guess. We cross this bridge. Okay. Up here, okay. They definitely committed the cardinal games in here. Your walk run speed doesn't match hers. Yeah, it definitely does not. The rostra not far now. Okay. Here we are, through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Yeah, I did, thank you. Okay. Hello! Hello! Hey! What is that? Alright, let's descend. So pretty. No, I don't need a porter. I just want to get rid of that exclamation above your head. Hello. What are you doing? You're just talking to her. You show her what you gotta say. Talking to Shirley. Okay. How did the forum learn of the final days, and exactly how much do they know? More to the point, what do they intend to do about it? Hopefully the answer to at least one of those questions lies below. Indeed. I've not been to Labyrinthos in the longest time. Even as a student, my visits were few and far between. Just telling her your life story. You didn't take a wrong turn into the rostra there, did you? I doubt the forum would take kindly to you barging into a private session. Oh, now I feel like I have to. Oh, I'm so tempted. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to Kryl. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right. Everyone onto the lift, and down we go. Okie dokie. Well, that's pretty.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed.
That's so cool.
If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit
No more
by
room,
bit,
just make more
a
rooms.
profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Whoa, that's cool. Wow.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Ugh. You good, Cryo?
Did you call to me just now?
No. Okay.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll just completely ignore you being dizzy from the descent. Uh-huh. Hey! Hello! Yay! Get to see the infamous grapes? Oh boy. I knew a vow. Yay! Oh, and I just noticed, so, like, technically I'm outside now. What? That, okay. So, okay. Because I just noticed I can mount up out here now. What? What is that? What is that thing? What is that thing? Okay. A pile of... clearly. A leaf man from Shadow? Okay, that one's cute. Find this on her face. I love that thing. That thing is super cute. Get for doing custom delivery quests? Oh, okay. Come on, Andon Ill? I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, I need to go exploring now. Let's see. Okay, so where am I going? Okay, so who do I talk to? This guy. And then third. Okay, gotcha. Aaronville. You here to help or give me more headaches? Because you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. Okay. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Aaronville, my husband. Okay. Your exchange with Aaronville has taught you about exhausted gleaners. Okay. Okay. Fun boy? We gotta look out. Alright, hang on. Let's go do this lookout real quick. Yay! Teve, okay. Remember Aaronville is much loved. Remember how I said Lena was tied for best moment with someone else? Meet that someone else? Really? Okay. This is your first intro to Mel Vieira. Okay. Interesting. So Mel Vieira didn't... Oh yeah, we haven't seen Mel Vieira, have I? Yeah, oh my god, I don't know why it just dawned on me. I haven't. They were introduced with Endwalker. Oh, okay, gotcha. They were added as a player option in that expansion. Okay, okay. Let me think. The Rhea seeds should be item 1058, cumin seeds 1059, Snurtleberry. Snurtleberry sounds like a Pokemon. Snurtleberry 1060, or were they 1061? Snurtleberry. My head feels like it's stuffed with moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Kurthan carrots for the Garabanian carrots? What then? Your exchange with Teve has taught you about large shipments coming in and out of Labyrinthos. Okay. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Oh, goodness. The snurtleberries taste like snurtleberries. They're very rare in lore. Really? I didn't realize that. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books, and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Okay. Your exchange with Dobin has taught you about taking stock in Labyrinthos. Okay. Where to now? Oh, there's Cryo. Okay, so real quick, let me just go to, there we go. Just that. So, this apparently is husbands of people. Best boy one. Nano, how are you? How's it going? What did you say your cat ears were? Oh, on here? On the headset? So this is a Razer headset. It's the Razer... Oh shoot, what is it? Now I gotta open it, because I've used it for so long. Kraken Kitty V2 Pro. Razer. We all love Erinville. He's okay looking, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I need more like interaction with him. What was Razor? Yeah, I'll type it in so you can see it. Razor Kraken. Oop, if I can type Kitty V2 Pro. There it is. Yeah, it's the Razor Kraken Kitty V2 Pro that is what these are. And they have interchangeable ears, so like you can actually change these out to like bunny ears, which is kind of cool. I've never actually changed out the ears, so I don't know how to do it, but one of these days I'll end up doing it. You were looking for headphones like it? I highly recommend these. I personally really love them. If you're okay with like wired headphones, then I highly recommend them. I think they do have a Bluetooth version now, or wireless version as well, but I don't know what it is. I like having the wired version. Want a bunny ear set? That's what I'm looking for, but it also is like I would be a real e-girl. Too addicted to wireless. They do have a wireless set. I don't think the ears are interchangeable though. So that's one benefit to the wired version, is these ones, the ears can be changed out. But you can get, like, I have another wireless set that you can actually get these, like, and add them on after the fact, but you have to buy them separately and they don't light up. So if you want to do that, I have these set up right now for my Mac, so oh, put those back there. But yeah, too addicted to wireless. I have so much wireless though, like I think a lot of my wireless stuff was like getting, like, because there's only so much, I don't know if it's bandwidth or it's on the same frequency, and it can actually like interfere. And so my keyboard, although it can be wireless, I do have it plugged in, but my mouse is wireless. And yes, I noticed, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's really cool. Last wireless Razer headset, I had separate volume. Yeah, that headset is the newest one. It is the, I think it's a Kraken, but I think it's like the V4 Pro. And that has its own separate, like, what do you call it, like a bass or whatever that you can actually do, like adjust the volume and whatnot on it, so. Alrighty, let's continue, shall we? Because I think I'm only like 3 quests in. Yeah, I'm only like 3 quests in. So the goal is to get through, I hope, all 9, but at this rate I might not get through all 9. Any luck, Alenia? What tales did the Gleaners have to tell? Oh, I guess I took notes. I had a Nari, I thought, last one. Do I need to turn on emote only? I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay, but you're welcome to if you want. So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right, the form is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Alright. Glorified rat catcher. Yay. Cryo appears lost in thought. Okay. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Alinea, I have an idea. Okay. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting! Yay! If you wish to help me find them, the marmots? I've nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. Okay. The name is Bell, friend. Specialist in the collection of live specimens. Okay. That said, the capture of these Naxian marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. Okay. For a mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking your little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Of course. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot, or you. Okay. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Okay. Okay. 313 to the east. That's interesting. It smokes. Let's see. 172 to the east. This way. Discover a new location. Eternal Ignis! Hello, hello, how are you? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. 49, okay. Oh, I see it up there. Come on. Gotta get my, what you call it? Troll. I'm glad finals for winter semester is over. Pass with a B. Yay! Congrats! How's Labyrinthos so far? Beautiful. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but beautiful. Alright, let's find these, marmots. Oh, up there. up, Squeak? Hey, you! Hey! Barely raid the cycling grows mouse scampers off into underbrush. Okay. Oh, that was a... off to bed with you, Chili. We'll check the VOD in the AM. Good luck. Thank you, Chili. Appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Catch you next time. Looking forward to doing stuff with you when possible. For sure. I don't know if we're gonna get to the dungeon tonight, but I'm hoping I'll get through at least these 9 quests for Charlene tonight, but we'll see. If I don't get too sidetracked. Those doggos are rabid, they need to be put down. Sorry. Any others? Oh, okay, we got a troll now. Squeak. Hey! Ugh. Okay. Enjoying yourself regardless. That's good. I'm trying to catch this stupid mammoth thing that keeps running off. Come on, there we go. Come on, jump, jump. There we go. Oh yes, it's up there, isn't it? Man. Could you give it no snacks? They didn't give me any snacks to give it. I'm just doing what I was told. Is it over here? Or not? Okay, so it's not over here. Why did I assume it would be over here? What? I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused. What? It's gotta be up there. It's gotta be. No, I went there. I was up there. It wasn't there. See? I went up. I went up here. It's not up here. See? I'm so... What? What? Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, I see it. I was looking for a big thing. Like, I was looking for the big circle thing. More prepared for its speed this time, you succeed in closing the sack over your elusive quarry. Yay, I did it! Poor thing, still got no snackies. Sorry. That came out of nowhere. Oh, excuse me. They didn't give me any snacks to give him, or else I would have. I got it. The creature got the raw end of that deal. I mean, fetcher of things, catcher of mice. Yay! How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. I caught it. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Okay. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. Cleaner subclass equipped. Give him a wheel of cheese? I didn't have a wheel of cheese! It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Who tasked you to capture them in the first place? What will you do with the marmots now? I mean, who tasked you to capture them in the first place? Why, the authority in charge of Labyrinthos, now and in perpetuity. The same officials who've had us working day and night of late. The honorable members of the Forum. Who else? You can have just said the Forum. I have smoked Gouda and mozzarella, Mr. Ooh, mozzarella. Mwah. Mozzarella. Mozzarella. Mwah. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. Okay. There you are, Linnea. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I am Kryl of the students of Baldessian. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we have made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hoped that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Ooh, grilled cheese does sound really good. God, you guys are gonna make me hungry! Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry I can't offer you more for your services. Okay. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. Okay. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We've also discovered when the operation was begun. The Forum contacted the Gleaners Guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telophoride made their chilling declaration. Okay. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Okay. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet, I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Okay. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Tlafare's declaration was what set it all in motion? It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. Okay. In that case, how about we head to the Archeon? From there, we can reach the lower... Cryo? Cryo, what's wrong? I'm fine. Truly. Sure you are. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of headache. That's all. Uh-huh. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. We follow the path east through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. I saw them. Okay. That sounds spooked you for a second. Tinnitus, no! Okay, so that way. Okay, so this way. Oh, excuse me. What's everyone's favorite bread to make sandwiches with? Like, brand or type of bread? Because if it's brand, for me it's Wonder Bread. I love Wonder Bread. And most of the time it's just plain old white bread. I know. Not very exciting. This is the foremost material archive in Charlian. I should love to explore its treasure shelf by shelf, but I fear we have little time for such indulgences. A good crunch? Sourdough's pretty good. Get to try different flavors. I mean, I don't know. I'm very much a simpleton when it comes to, like, foods. I don't have a very eclectic taste in foods. Ciabatta bread's good. Like, I don't mind it. Like, if it's... I won't go out of my way to buy a lot of different bread types, but, like, if I go to, like, Panera Bread and it comes with a certain type of bread, I'll usually won't change it out most of the time. Stretch. Okay. Ooh, that's a good stretch. Ah. Excuse me. And posture and hydrate. Cheers. Those bread bowl soups are tasty. I don't usually get time to eat like go into Panera Bread and eat, and getting those bread bowls to go, usually to me, I don't like the bread too soggy, so most of the time I won't get it if it's to go. But if I'm eating indoors, then, or inside Panera Bread, then yeah, for sure. This is the foremost, right, okay, I read that. Sidetracked. Were you caught in mist on your way here? The sprayers keep the air humid, so the habitat feels as close as possible to a natural forest. Ah. How you doing, Kyle? Don't worry about me. I'm hale and healthy. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect that... Nay, let's discuss this later. The investigation demands our undivided attention. Okay. Hate soggy also. I only get it of... You can smash it right then and there. Otherwise get the white cheddar. Oh, their white cheddar mac and cheese is delicious. It's to die for. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Dangerously good. Dangerously good, I have to say. Behold, the Archeon. As Numenon serves as Charlene's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. The building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Charlene's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Okay. Deeper into the maze. Alphino is gazing into the Archeon with an appraising look. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Kate, hello, how are you? How's it going? How are you? How are you? Make you almost do anything for it, like a Klondike bar? I mean, yes. Now, it's her. Now you have me wanting that mac and cheese. Oh my god. I don't know why my nose is runny. Oh goodness, why is my nose so runny? Allergies, I guess. Jeez. Oh. It's interesting that it's in water here. Yay! Gemstone Trader, okay. Nope, I don't need it. Yep, okay. Okay, interesting. My Metal Gear. Ah! Hello! Yay! I will say one thing, they are really cute when they cheer. Yay! 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 Allergies do suck. White cheddar was a trigger. Oh my gosh. You got my mouth watering, I swear. Oh, I can't go up the stairs, man. Archeon Custodian. Wally! Wait, did I see Froggy? I saw a frog. I saw the froggo. Hello. I get the froggy. Where are you going? Okay. I did not. This was given to me. Either Boone or... I don't remember who gave it to me, but one of you guys from the community gave it to me. Hello.
so cute, a koala.
Focus on the task at hand.
Thank you, Lucha. Thank you. Gave me what? This minion, the Wally-esque minion, Wally-like minion. But yes, focus on the task at hand. Thank you. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archeon's vaults. Why is there no music now? Peruse? You are clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldessian. But is that relevant? I was given... Dang it, my happy trigger finger. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Okay. Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? No. That service has also been suspended, I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. Okay. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it will be too late, and we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? Students of Baldessian. Okay. Okay. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by a heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. 'Tis likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to integrate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. The mystery deepens. That it does. Head to bed, Boone. Good night, good night. Have a good sleep. Have work in the morning? No worries. Get some sleep. Catch you next time. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. Okay. Oh, Chocobo. Or Chocobo Keep, that's it. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo quarter? Nope. Thanks, but no thanks. Bemused student. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archeon even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Squeal, squeal. What? Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. Okay. outside? Maybe? Nope, okay. Huh. Hey, where's the other person I gotta talk to then? Inside, maybe? Nope, okay. Ah, there he is. Bone-weary worker. What's that? What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of a task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Okay. So, this way. Can I jump up there? Aha! Hey! Ah! Oh, it's him! Hello again. Quiet, you'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close, very close. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Oh my god, Naka. How are you dressed like pretty much exactly like him? That's so funny. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. So a spare outfit. Yes, you did. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. Okay. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Tabitha! Hello! How are you? Suddenly not enough points for a dance party though? No worries, all good. How are you? How's it going? Search your surroundings for the hornbill. Got it, okay. Okay, so... hornbill. Cuckoo. Okay, let me zoom in. Yay! Just one of the many gleaners here just doing my part for the forum. Well then, Naka, we gotta have a bit of a talk here, because me and the forum, we're not on good terms at the current point in time. At least not to my understanding. Signed an NDA.
Fair shot. Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
Really good. So I went out to dinner with some friends after Life Group tonight. Somebody paid for the entire restaurant's bill.
There you are. Any new revelations?
What? That's crazy. That's amazing.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill?
Yep.
I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Below. Night Ray, hello. Another guy. Hello, hello, how
The
are you?
restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
Oh.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation.
You don't question, just
Judging
do.
by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
Mericidia?
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift.
Oh, okay.
I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down.
Oh?
This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Time for you to head off, Ignis. Alright, sounds good. Have a good one. And, Night Raid, doing good, doing good. We are into, as you can tell, Labyrinthos now, so exciting. It's sounding a lot like SCP. What's SCP, Tabitha? What? How are you? How's it going? What could it need that for? I'm as lost as you. It's an Icelandic accent, really? I didn't notice that. Induct me into SCP lore? What is SCP? What have I missed? SCP, basically sci-fi horror-ish. Okay. Secure, contain, protect. Oh, okay. Long-running community collective writing project. Interesting. I spent 6 months in Iceland. The accent is very unique. That is awesome. I'm kind of jealous. Kind of jealous about that. Alright, let me get through this.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Okay. I always forget how fast this mount goes. Alright, is there another one in here? 444 to south. Okay, so we're heading that way. It's interesting how these, like, lanterns or whatever, like, smoke, or I don't even know what to call that. Now, let's talk to people. I never would have noticed this cave on my own. Thank the scholar that Erenville knew of it and that you were there to persuade him to share. I took a quick peek inside, but it's awfully dark in there. Better be fast for how much we spent on it. Right? Yeah, Iceland is the most beautiful place I've ever been. I've wanted to, like, I want to go to Iceland. There's a bunch of places that I still want to visit at some point, but alas, that costs money. It also involves, you know, hubby taking time off work, so I think we still gotta get our kids' passports, so kids would need their passports. The medial circuit, which Erenville mentioned, is the tier directly below us. Unlike the lowest level of Labyrinthos, with its rigid security, one can usually roam the middle layer quite freely. Let us see what we might find. Okay. This must be it, the entrance to the mine shaft. 'Tis faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Okie dokie. let me see something. Okay. The medial circuit. Alize seems eager to get underway. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Okay. Facet. Okay. Destination. Surveying. Done. There is an ether current in here. Okay. 151 to the southwest. Okay. So I'm assuming I'm probably going to come up on it. I'm assuming. Granted, maybe I shouldn't assume. '86 to the northwest. Northwest. Separate path? Okay, I'll have to go back that way then. Or it looks like I might be able to go around. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I'm going around this way anyway, so let's see. Probably in here, I'm guessing. Whee! Yep, I see it. Yay! Hammer time. Awesome. That was fast. That mineshaft was infested with mithril caps. Some sort of research project, I wonder? I suppose they are a most unusual creature. Why did they develop such long limbs when all they do is shuffle about narrow tunnels? Good question. Alinea, did you know Crow almost took a tumble back there? She can't possibly still be dizzy from the lift. Cryle? You good? I was being careful, I swear. The slope was steeper than I thought, and I lost my footing for a moment, that's all. I'm not injured, if you don't count my pride. It's fair. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least. And, as promised, the tunnel has delivered us unto the medial circuit. As I recall, this here is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Aaronville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. Okay, let's go. Hey, it's like that mount. Okay, where am I going? This way. Stray garlic. Stray queen. Nice. I'm taking it those are the grapes people were referring to. Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Muriel Argonomics. Polygrapes. Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Foods so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Okay. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. Okay. I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something of the form's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same, or cast about for useful clues. Okay. You there? Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? The mine shaft, you say? Well, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has its filling order lists in a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Ah, okay. So they did question. Overwhelmed laborer. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry, and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport, hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. Gods, the hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. Oh, these are the grapes, I take it? Ah, yes. I see what you mean. They're very, triangular. I had to. Thank you. Thank you for showing me these polygon grapes. Just polygons with grapes printed on them. After they were fixed? Oh god! What were they before they were fixed? Oh lord. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Uh-huh. They did fix the original grape texture. Oh, goodness. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Isilbard. I think they kept them that way as a joke. I hope so. The community had made the original polygrapes such an icon that they brought them back. Oh god. That's funny. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvos before the Imperials renamed it Locus Omenus. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as researchers' ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Got it. It's basically a meme, which is funny. It is. The fact that they kept it, though, like, or brought it back, I guess, I think, again, just the little bits of detail that they include, I think is funny. And like goes to show, like, this, if they did indeed bring it back, that because it was a meme from the community, like, it's so, I guess, thoughtful in a way, if you want to call it thoughtful. I'm not sure the word I'm looking for, but it's even an outdoor furnishing item you can buy for your house that has the poly grapes on them for even more meme. Wow, that's great. Oh, goodness. I'm thinking I might, sadly, after this quest, I might want to call it, because that was me holding back a yawn, which is rare for me. Stacked boxes. The labels on these crates tell the story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. Okay. Pretty.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion.
Heart blooms. Considering your sick, might want to take it easy tonight. True, Lucha. That is true.
You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Okay.
Have you learned aught of interest?
The heartbloom flowers.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings?
Yep.
Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Can we?
Isn't that the entrance to the Arcade?
Is that? It is. Erenville
there.
or whatever.
I think that's Erenville.
Erenville, okay.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
Yeah, true.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
Alright.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Cryo?
Cryo? Oh, yes, that certainly sounds like a plan. I'm glad you agree.
Toy cave music so soothing. It really
Quickly.
is.
Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him. Almost. I can almost reach you.
Okay. Speaking of yawning and needing sleep, think I need to flop over. Good night, Lucha. Good night. Have a good sleep. Alright. Speaking of, would here be like a good place to pause and pick up next stream? Or is there a better place? Like, after I complete this quest, I mean. Let's see, Meteor Circuit. Because then I would have 3 left, and then that leads into, I guess, I'm assuming the first dungeon. Think this is a good spot, better place, after a few more quests. I don't know if I can make a few more quests. I don't know. I am unfortunately feeling kind of tired. I don't want to feel tired, but I do. But let me at least finish this. Is Cryo still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. After a few more quests. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Originally, my plan was going to be to get through all 9 Charlene quests in this chain, but I am getting over being sick, and also, you know, so it might not be a bad idea. But, yes, good night, Lucha, good night. But yeah, I think, yeah, I was sick. That's what, unfortunately, that was why I had to cancel stream. Was it Saturday? I think it was. Because I just started feeling kind of like icky. I don't know if it was a stomach bug or what it was, but I kind of started feeling better mostly yesterday, but I definitely don't feel like sick today. But today was like the first day I really didn't feel like sick, so it might be a good idea to take it easier. So maybe it might be a good idea to call it an early night. For me, it is an early night. But we can definitely pick up from here tomorrow, and depending on how long the quests are, I don't know how long they're going to be, but hopefully maybe that means tomorrow we'll be able to do the dungeon tomorrow as well. So that'd be fun. But yeah, I think I will call it here. I feel like here is probably a good place to kind of call it a night. Go rest. We like our she was healthy instead of trying to push. Thank you, thank you. I'm really bad at doing that myself, so. But, let me see who we can raid out to. Let's see. Let's see. Who is on? Let my thing load up. Thank you. Yes. Good night. Good night. Gremling host or ghost. I never know what to call you. I don't want to necessarily call you Gremling, but at the same time, like, just seems appropriate. Let's see. Where is my thingy-majigger? Nope, not there. There it is. Gremlin is good? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Who is on that we can raid out to? We've got Alina is on. What is she up to? I can't tell what she's doing, but it looks like she's supposed to be doing 7.2, so I probably won't stay too long. Oh, it looks like she's doing some, oh shoot, what is that thing called? I don't remember what that game is called, off the top of my head, but we will raid over to her. If you want to copy paste that when we get over to her, show some support, that'd be awesome. But yeah, you guys have been amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support. I apologize for it being such a shorter stream than usual. But hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get through to the first dungeon. That'd be really good. But that being said, thank you guys again for an amazing stream. I'm so happy we got through more of the MSQ and I can't wait to do more tomorrow. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow, and have a great night, morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you, and I will catch you all next time. I love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.